What's this one say? Oh, disappeared. If you like what you see, live chats every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Oh, subscribe if you like what you see. Hey, good idea. Always a good idea to subscribe. So see if I can get something set up here. I doubt it. StreamYards usually takes a little bit of time to catch up.
Always a good idea to subscribe.
And then, of course, it's never muted either. Jerry Satterelli, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you. I should probably look for comments over here. Hey, there you are. Good evening. And look, you're even smiling. And we got Norman Rowe popping in, 5x5. Uh-oh, what's that mean? And Nate Jackson, how are you, bud? The train freak. ATDCC Colby. Awesome. This chat fills up real quick. 17 in here. Brad Anderson, Model Railroad Down Under. Still got to see some videos from you in that locomotive you got there, Brad. The CP one. I know you've probably done one or two, but you got to check it out. So, and James Galton, again, you're in the chat. You're supposed to be sitting behind me. Oh, boy. And yeah, that's working. I think that's working. I can hear myself. So is this a reminder video for tonight? Nope. Was I supposed to do a reminder video, Heath? Because every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, I finally figured it out. And I remembered I'm on at 7. So I didn't get around to doing the little promotional video to see if you guys would show up. Just a little trial and error thing. Because that's been a big thing with a lot of people lately, is because notifications isn't coming up. And I figured, hey, let's just try it on the fly. I do go on at 7 o'clock every Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. So still filling up pretty good. So Enfield Road layout in the loft. How are you doing? Digger Evans, my buddy. And Shane's Trains saying hi to Heath. Hi, Digger. Hi, Heath. Hi, Heath. Everybody saying hi to Heath. Hi, Jason. Awesome. So Hot Rod Rodney put out a video today. It's been a little quiet for about a week and a half. Said he's coming up, doing his live stream again tomorrow night. So Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, is Hot Rod Rodney. And be looking forward to seeing him come back. And hopefully you guys will all check him out tomorrow night. He says he usually gets about 20 people in the chat. Let's hit 30. I'm sure we can hit 30. We got 30 in here watching mine right now. So you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Hot Rod Rodney 25, and will be awesome. So, and I just wanted to do a shout out to Otter Valley Railroad for sponsoring this channel, guys. And my 23 Patreons that I got. Now, I normally don't go over the list, so I probably won't this time either. You guys know who you are. If you want to say you're a Patreon, you can say it in the chat. That's fine with me. But I'm going to be talking to Lauren this week. Hopefully this weekend I get down there. And next Wednesday, we're going to get back to having some contests on this channel. So, and I got somebody in my basement. He's got this really big finger up on his screen like this, trying to do something. I'm not sure if he's trying to page me. So, we are going along with the Wednesday night live stream, live chat, I guess it is, of Meet the Live Streamers. Didn't we just leave this party? Oh, TSG Multimedia. I'm surprised you're awake. Well, I guess you are 3 hours behind me. So I didn't get to bed until 1 o'clock last night. Jeepers. I thought that my internet is hooked up, hardwired now, right to the main router box, I guess, that comes into the house. So the picture should be a lot better, but John thought we'd do a test last night to see how good my picture was. So I'm like, I don't really have a lot of time. I got things to do tonight and things. He's like, oh, come on, let's just do a test. So, okay, let's do a test. Went for 4 hours and 15 minutes. That's quite the test. So, but everybody in the chat last night seemed to say the picture stayed in focus. So that was pretty good. So, bang, got you, Junction Carl Brond. How are you, bud? And we got Fred Wild in here. We had Fred Wild on last night. And Drew Dudes Model Trains, TSG Multimedia. That just jumped way out of there. If you haven't looked outside, don't. Uh-oh. Must be getting a little smoky over there. Get the garden hose out. And Steve, how are you? You guys were funny last night. I watched it today. All 4 hours? Holy jumping. Tom's Trains and Things. Nice to see you, bud. And nope, I'm not repeating what you're saying there, Tom. It's not going to work. Chris Mitchell, how are you, sir? Train Freak, School Kill River Valley. And CP368, nice to see you popping in. And Michael McCarville. Now, guys, I think Michael McCarville is going to change his schedule. He does live streams shortly after mine. I think he normally comes on about 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And I think what he sent me an email saying he might just try that this week is right after I am finished with my live stream. If everybody heads over to Michael McCarville's show live stream, he'll be on like 5-10 minutes after I am from now on. So Michael, just let us know in the chat if that's your plans for this week, if you were going to try it or you were just planning on it or what, or did I just let the cat out of the bag and now you have to? So Waterloo Central 9 Productions, how are you doing? And Dwight saying hi to Joe Rader. Digger saying hi to Kokosi Valley Model Railroad. How are you, my friend? Dave BNSF N-Scaler. Hey, Freak, enjoy. Why does the chat go so fast? And with StreamYards, it doesn't just go up slowly. It just goes doink, 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 like 6 messages at a time and it's gone. So, okay, so Michael McCarville is saying, yes, let's try it tonight. So, like I said, guys, right after my live stream's done, copy and paste his name up and check out his channel. And then right after I'm done streaming, he'll start streaming. So, now, that was a little plug for Otter Valley. My Patreons, like I said, we're going to get those contests going next week. N scale and HO scale. I'm itching to give away a couple locomotives or something. So it should be a good one. But another person that I want to give just due, I guess. But M. Peter LL also sent me over some trees. I did order a couple of his turnouts from him. He sent me some trees to kind of show you guys off. So if you like these kind of trees, and I think they're furnace filter trees, but I think he does an amazing job on them. And even down at the bottom here, try not to wreck that part, but drills it out, puts a little nail head down at the bottom so you can stick that in foam, or you can drill a small hole in your plywood or whatever. But those are pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure I can think of where to put those on my layout already. So M. Peter LL, thanks very much for those trees and the crates, bud. And if you guys like that stuff, head over to his channel. His website's right on there. Check it out and buy something. Tell him I told you to. Why not? Maybe he'll send me more stuff. Timber Surf, nice to see you. And, oh, I know that guy. Vinny, BNSF 6951. And then we got Rick Bailey popping into the chat too. CDP 1965. What do we got? 60 in here. That's cool. So, another big thank you, like I said, to my Patreons, 23 of you guys. If you want to say who you are, go ahead in the chat. And I probably should send some of you guys a message and give you guys some shout outs shortly coming up too. But also from my super chats last week, we got Containerman68, Mr. Rick Bailey, Grandpa Rails, and Mr. Rick Bailey with 2 because he likes that old train horn going off. And I think I got my phone shut off today. So, because last week it went crazy and it was all about something stupid. So, we'll just leave that off for now. Georgia Sunbelt, how are you, my friend? And we got all that through. Now, I have had a question about wind noise. And smash that like button. The Train Freak, right on, bud. And what can I get for you there? I haven't put this one on for a while. It was down at the bottom. There we go. I like this one with the old ponytail. It's kind of cool. Oh, I have to fix. Oh, what? I got a cowlick. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Thank you, buddy. That's awesome. But people were talking about wind noise, and any videos that I do outside, you cannot hear any wind or anything. And this is something that TSG Multimedia, when I went down and spent some time with him, we went into his studio, and he got looking at my camera, and he puts this little piece of felt on the top of it. Now, that's right over top of the microphone. And it's just with a piece of double-sided tape. And any wind that goes over that kind of gets deflected away from the microphone, and you can't hear it on the video then. So if you guys are planning on going out and doing videos of rail fanning and stuff like that, just go to your little hobby shops or craft stores or something, pick up a little piece of felt, stick it over top of your microphone. I'm not sure if it's going to work on an iPhone or cell phone or anything, but you can always give it a try. Who knows? Dead cat. Yep, you got her, Tom. Oh, take a breath there, Sparky. Talking too much already. Well, since I'm doing all the talking, and it is Meet the Live Streamer, we might as well bring up this guy here. Hey, Nick, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Sparky?
Not too bad. So we got I got to see if I can pronounce this, the PGHTrainFanatic. Is that how you pronounce that? Puff?
PGH.
How do you get puff?
PGH is is for the initials for Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. I knew that, really. I was just trying to give you a hard time. So I've said it enough times. So, but kind of brings up like the kind of the first question when you meet somebody new is how'd you come up with your channel name? So now we know what the channel name is. How'd you come up with that?
I guess I was a fanatic when I first started out with trains. I was going crazy with it. Still am. So it seemed fitting, and I knew that I was going to model Pittsburgh, so the two kind of went together. So yeah, it worked out.
So you
pretty well.
just blended it all together. Pittsburgh Train Fanatic.
Yep.
Oh, why not? Here I thought maybe you were going to say your daughter named it or something. So.
Oh gosh, she was like 2 at the time. Yeah. I'm sure
so she got the right.
Yeah, she got that right at that time. That's for sure.
Oh.
But thanks for having me on tonight. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, I've been watching your channel for years and years and watching it develop and some of the stuff you get on there running, and it looks a little bigger than HO scale, so I'm not sure why I watch it.
It's a little bit bigger. Yeah,
so,
it's been a labor of love over the past 10 years. I started it in 2009, basically when I read the YouTube channel started. The layout was pretty much done, I would say around 2017, but since then I've been doing little upgrades.
I was going to say, you didn't actually say your layout's done, did you?
No, it's not really done, but it's like it was fully like scenic and everything at that point, and pretty much where I wanted it to be. But ever since then, I just keep critiquing it and changing little things here and there.
So, what came first, the layout or your YouTube channel?
The YouTube channel, actually.
Yeah?
But wow. Yeah, I knew that there was going to be a layout. At that point, I was like, oh, I kind of want to make a layout in the basement again. It was something I had as a kid, and just wanted to share that with my daughter when she was growing up. And it started out with one of the the Lionel Polar Express sets we got under the tree, and I was like, hey, we should make something permanent.
I think that's how a lot of O-scalers really get started, is that Polar Express set, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
I never had the train set under a tree or anything. I have said, I think it was last week on Vinny's, I did get one for Christmas, but my dad put it together. My dad ran it, and I got to lay on the floor and watch it. So that was pretty much it. But, yeah. So yes. Are you in love with the real trains too, or just the models?
I'm into real trains too. I don't do a whole lot of rail fanning, but whenever I see a train, I'm always stopping where if I see one going by, or I like to go to ride on steam excursions and stuff.
Just a little like cleaning up.
Yeah, I've been to see like the 765 and the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad. I'd love to go see the big boy. That's your favorite, right?
Yeah, it's one of them for sure. I'd love to see it running.
Yeah.
Like it's the one at Steamtown's just massive as it is. So to see that thundering past you, I bet you that would you'd feel it going by for sure. So.
Yeah, definitely. That's on the bucket list.
Yeah. So what actually got you started with YouTube then?
Well, I've been out of the hobby since I was a young kid, so it was probably like at least 20 years or so, and I had really no idea what was even going on with trains at the time, and I started looking it up on YouTube and seeing how they had all these crazy sounds and smoke effects, and I was like, man, this is pretty awesome. So I kind of got hooked real fast whenever I saw that. Plus the wireless control, which was something that wasn't around whenever I was a kid. It was just the regular old throw the conventional transformer forward or backwards, and that was pretty much it.
So why did you get started in O scale then and not HO then?
Pretty much because because of the layout I had as a kid. It was an O scale layout, and it was just something that brought back memories from being a child.
So you never had HO or N scale layouts?
What's that?
You never had HO or N scale layouts?
I did start an N scale layout, probably, I don't know, maybe like 12 or so years ago, and never really finished it. But I was always kind of into N scale. I kind of liked N scale a lot, just as a side hobby as well. And then, if many of you know, I started another layout right now. It's in another room. It's a small N scale layout. It's going to be the horseshoe curve, which is typical because I cut the horseshoe curve here.
Yeah. Now, here's one question you knew was going to come up. Oh, that's not it. Where'd it go?
Well, Ralph. Heath asked, when do we get to see the N scale layout? So
you can kind of pan around your camera later on if you want, or you can do it now. But Heath, I guess the biggest thing is subscribe to his channel, and you can see it all the time.
Yeah. So I haven't really done a whole lot with the N scale layout. A lot of people always ask that question: when are we going to get to see it, or what did you do to it? It got put on the back burner here for summer, but I definitely want to work on that over the winter. So subscribe, and we'll do some updates on that, and maybe even a live stream from the N scale layout. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, it's on a door, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 6x3 layout. It's like on a door. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 3 loops.
It's N scale. See, you've got 2 negatives with me already. O scale, N scale. Like there is a happy middle, right?
I can make a happy middle layout, maybe.
Yeah. You're married, right?
I got to find room for it. I'm sorry, what's that?
I was going to say, you are married still, right?
Still, yes.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, go for 3 layouts. I think you won't be.
As long as they stay in the basement, I'm sure I'm okay.
Yeah, well, does the family like the trains too, or is it just your hobby?
Yeah, the family likes the trains too. Yeah, especially my daughter. She's really into it, and she really likes the. She doesn't actually like the trains themselves. She likes the modeling. She's really into the artistic side of it. So she likes doing scenery and mess around with figures and stuff. So.
Yeah, so on your layout, you've got a couple crazy spots like a UFO and stuff.
I got some pretty crazy scenes. Yep.
So is that a lot of her doing, or?
Yeah, some of those things were definitely her idea for sure. Yeah, she helped me with it ever since we started it, and then we built this way, it's steel mill over my shoulder here.
Mm-hmm. And, that thing fascinates me. That steel mill.
Pretty neat. It's painted that like rusty red color to look like a steel mill from Pittsburgh and its heydays. So that's pretty much the layout's depicted of the main room. There's 2, if you're not familiar with the layout, there's 2 rooms to the layout. The room I'm sitting in now is the main room, which is the original part of the layout, and it's Pittsburgh themed. So there's rivers and bridges, and then there's an adjacent room next to me, which is the horseshoe curve in Altoona, PA. So it's my rendition of it. So it's not perfect, but it's close.
I think Heath likes your channel a little bit.
Heath likes my channel. Yeah, he said I have some really good details, like the Halloween scene, the hobos flipped over on the train car. Yeah. There's some cool stuff. Maybe we'll walk around a little bit, and I'll show some of those little mini scenes and stuff. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Maybe in a bit. So it's Meet the Live Streamer. Now, when did you get started in live streaming?
Well, pretty much I got started live streaming when this whole COVID thing started, unfortunately. I was home from work, and I thought, well, other people were doing it, like you, watched your live streams. So I thought maybe it'll be something that'll be kind of cool to do, and also I have a small business there. It's PTF Designs, where I make building flats. So I thought it'd be a good way to do a little advertising, and and also have fun with the trains as well.
Yeah, I think
So
that might have been about a year ago that I showed some of your flats on one of my live streams, I think.
I think it was, yeah, it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
I sent you some.
Yeah, and the flats that you do N scale, O scale, HO scale. Like, do you do all scales or just the three basic?
Yeah, pretty much all scales. I grabbed a few here just to kind of show them off for a second. I'll start with the large ones. This is a G scale movie theater. They're ½ inch thick. They just go against the wall. There's LED lighting on them. Here's another large one. This one's popular in all scales. This is the Freedom Firearms. Got all your guns in the window. American flag flying.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Everybody likes that one. Here's a cool one for HO. This one's going pretty hot right now. This is an industrial flat, and you can see it has the LED lighting here. So it comes with the lighting on the back.
Right on.
They're good for creating a backdrop on your layout where you don't have a lot of room. Here's that movie theater in HO scale. And then here for the N scalers, I brought some stuff down. There's a couple N scale buildings. The brewery and this other one here. It's like the number 2. And last but not least, the haunted house.
Oh, there you go.
We're close to Halloween. And I know Heath mentioned he liked the haunted house scene. This is the one that I used on that scene. So
that one will be going on sale soon. Is that what you're saying?
That one will be on sale soon.
Twice the price.
But yeah, thanks for letting me show those. It's turned into a hobby, into a small business, so it helps with everything, and helps the fund this habit.
Yeah, for sure. That was one of the reasons why you posted videos and stuff too, is your flats, was it not?
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing ever since. I've been doing the flats since about 2015, I'd say, right around there. So it's been about 5 years, and they're going pretty heavily. We sell them on eBay. The username on eBay is also my username on YouTube, which is PGHTrainFanatic, and then the website is PGHTrainFanatic.com too. So you can find me on there if you're interested in them.
Yeah, like Heath just had that up there, so there we go.
Oh yeah, there's Heath. Oh, thanks, Heath. Yeah, appreciate it.
It's in the chat for people to copy and paste.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's a good guy every once in a while, eh? Helps out. So yeah. When do you do your live streams?
Regularly, they've been on Sundays at 3 p.m. There's occasionally I have to switch the schedule up just because I usually work about one Sunday a month. So this Sunday actually is that Sunday I work. So if you want to catch me this weekend, it would be, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. It might be Saturday, but it could be maybe Sunday, even a little bit later, like around 4:30 or so. I might just have to start it late when I get back from work.
Now, being Pittsburgh Train Fanatic, that must mean Eastern time zone then?
Eastern time zone, yep. Yeah. So, but yeah, regularly 3 p.m. on Sundays.
Right on. Makes it easy to, when you do it on a regular basis at the same time all the time, makes it really easy to remember and pop in. For some of us, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I've noticed that when I keep doing it at the same time, there's more people in the chat for sure.
Yeah, I remember when he first started doing them, and I'd show up like 4:30, then it was 4 o'clock, then it was like 3:45. Slowly getting to the start. I think I finally actually got to the start of one last week. So
there you go.
Yeah. So what do you normally do on your live streams then?
I usually spend, I'd say, about the first like 15 to 20 minutes doing a little Q&A session, just talking about some new things that may be in the hobby right now that are going on, like new releases. Mostly at O scale. I kind of, obviously, because I'm into O scale, so I pay attention to new trains that come out. I'll talk about that, or maybe show something that I recently purchased, and then usually maybe I'll show like 1 or 2 building flats, kind of put my little plug in for that, and then I go into I run trains for the remainder of that part of the the live stream.
And I just gotta say, hey, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in the chat.
Thanks to everybody for watching today. We appreciate it.
They're all here to see you because they've seen me before, so.
No double helix on this layout.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it, right?
It'd be awfully large in O scale.
Yeah, no kidding. I think was it George and Wally that said that they knew somebody that had one?
I think it may have been, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So, doing live streams. What do you like and dislike about doing them?
Well, I like interacting with everybody that has the same passion for the hobby. That's definitely what I like the most.
And speaking of interaction, there's my Patreon link. Thank you, Ralph, for putting the proper Patreon link up this time. It is my channel. I don't know why Nick's was up there a minute ago.
But yeah, that's what I like the most, is just talking to everybody and just sharing the the fun running trains. What I dislike, I would say, is probably whenever we have a little train accident on the layout because I'm too busy talking, which has happened a lot lately.
Well, you only got one train running tonight, right?
I just got I got your big boy running out there right now. I was going to tell that story. It was kind of funny. Whenever I first pretty much met you, Sparky, was I posted the video of that Vision Line big boy, and you made a comment in the chat saying how you're watching it late at night, you had the volume up too loud, you got yelled at by your wife.
Yeah, next time it comes by, you'll have to let the sound of it go on and hit the horn and the bell tough. I just blast it when I hear yours. It's on the O scale model. It just sounds fantastic. I got to give it that. So, but yeah, I cranked it right up the first time I heard that. And Amy comes in and she's like, "Really? Do you have to do that at this hour? You watch it all day." It's like, I just found this one, man.
Yeah, that cracked me up pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad enough I watched it like 3 times in a row. I think that's what finally got her out of bed. So
it's kind of been an ongoing joke too, because you'll be watching the some of my live streams or video, and you go, "Where's the big boy at?" And like, we always reference back to that.
Yeah. So with your live streams, do you have a favorite one that you've done or a best one?
I would say my favorite one would actually probably be the first live stream, just because I didn't realize how the turnout would be. Kind of like I wasn't really expecting how it would go, and it really went pretty well. So that would be my favorite one, because it just kind of sparked the interest to keep doing it. Spark. I said spark.
Yay! It doesn't take much to amuse you, does it? Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, bud. So, worst one ever, or did I miss
that? Worst one ever. Yeah, I have that one. I was running my Lionel Legacy Allegheny, and I was in the adjacent room, and as you know, I can't see through walls.
Yeah. And
it got derailed and hung up on the edge of the tunnel portal, and it burned up the motor.
Oh no.
Yeah. So thumbs down to that. So that was kind of a big loss. So now I have to get it fixed. So that.
Thank you, Rick Bailey. You got your glasses, buddy.
That was my least favorite one.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you don't have to go into actual prices or anything, but like I know HO scale stuff, we can hit up to $1,000 for some of our locomotives. That's hitting top end.
Yeah, that's
O scale, for people that don't know, more, less, average.
It can be more or less, but on the big steamers, yeah, probably more.
Wow.
But yeah, they're up. They can go up there depending on if you go all the way to Vision Line.
Wow. So Vision Line's the top line for your stuff?
Yeah, Vision Line's the top of the game for O scale, but I only have like maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Favorite one?
Favorite one's the Vision Line Pennsylvania CC2.
Yeah.
Definitely with the swinging bell.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
I like that one.
O scale is a lot more for most stuff. Yeah. That was PSG Multimedia. So yeah, I would agree. It is a bigger product anyway. So
it definitely
it's
is.
a lot more expensive, or at least more expensive. So, but there is cheaper stuff too, right? Like some of the cars and things. Like there's a bottom line kind of product that you can get.
Yeah, you can go down to like pretty much O gauge, which is slightly smaller than O scale. I saw you guys were talking about that last week on your live show.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that one either. So,
so yeah, you can go to O gauge, slightly smaller, a little more affordable. Most people recognize O gauge with a lot of those Lionel ready to run sets, like the Polar Express and all those other ones they make.
Right on.
So, and those come with transformers and actually little handheld remotes too, which are pretty cool.
Do you have a favorite spot on your layout?
Favorite spot in the layout is it's like that little scene right next to the horseshoe curve where there's a rock face behind it, and the train passes right there. And I always seem to get like really good pictures in that spot and videos. And I have one of the semaphore signals right there, which is pretty cool. So the train passes and that activates it. So yeah, that's probably my favorite spot.
Very cool. So future plans for your channel? Just gonna give it up and quit?
Take it all down. Start over again. Future plans for the channel would be I'm gonna try to do some funny skits with this a new video series called Adventures with Barry.
Now, where's that stemming from?
What's that?
Now, what's starting that adventure?
So there was some videos I did in the past, and I just came up with a name off the top of my head for this figure, and I named him Barry, and I decided that I'd make a couple funny videos with him, and people kind of they liked it, so I thought that'd be kind of fun to do that now, and get it restarted. And so that was kind of where that came from.
So how are you naming your characters right now?
So the characters are their names of the Patreon. So the Patreons get to choose which character on the layout they want to name themselves after that will be in the show. I posted a video a little over a week ago, just kind of introducing the beginning part of that show and showing the different figures around the layout that you could pick from.
That's kind of cool. So, and Patreon's kind of new to you too, isn't it?
Yeah. Patreon's pretty new. I just started that about a month or two ago. About 2 months ago, I'd say.
That's kind of a good reward for people. Then you become a Patreon of yours, and you get to be a character per se in one of your little skits type thing. So
yeah, I thought that was a cool way to kind of recognize them.
So if anybody wants to be in some of Nick's skits or whatever, you got to go over and check out his Patreon page. Hit him up for $50 a month or whatever. So
not that much, no.
Okay, so,
that's crazy.
$2, $5, $10. It's all the average stuff, I'm sure. So there was the one question in there, and this one comes up a lot with anybody that I talk to with O scale or O gauge. So if you just want to hit on it again.
Okay, so the O scale trains are scale sized for 1/48 scale, and they run on the same size track as the O gauge trains. So they have the same width with the wheels and everything. Just the scale of the locomotive is exactly that, built to scale. The O gauge is slightly smaller, usually, like you said, relatively more affordable, and I'd say more so aimed towards kids for the most part. A lot of like traditional trains from the past were O gauge as well. That's about as best as I can do to explain it.
O gauge is enough to get you hooked, where O scale is going to drive you nuts. So
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
So
exactly. A good way to recognize O gauge and O scale would be if you look at like say like an MTH train when you compare Rail King to Premier. So in O gauge, there's Rail King stuff is mainly O gauge, and the Premier stuff is O scale. So unfortunately, we're losing MTH, but
well, somebody might pick them up. Yeah, who knows? So
I just use that as an example because a lot of people recognize that.
yeah, oh, that's pretty cool. So if anybody's got any questions for Nick, we can throw them in there. I haven't. Have you noticed any floating by? So I've been too busy looking at you. So.
I actually can't see the chat for some reason.
Oh.
So I can see if I can pull it up here. If I pull up the chat, I lose my video.
Well, I can start looking for some questions if you wanted to flip your camera around and do a little tour if you want.
Yeah, we can do a little tour.
Go for it. I'll make you nice and big. I'll make you a big boy.
All right, give me just a second to flip around here. All right, there you go.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
All right. So this is here, I'll start over here. I'll kind of just explain how the layout progressed. So over here on my left, this is the city of Pittsburgh here. And you got the Heinz plant over here. A lot of this stuff I did scratch build, except for these are MTH buildings here. It does have a nice little streetcar track running through the town. And then you got your river and your bridges here. Building flats laying in the river. They're a little wet right now. So that was the main part of the layout, and it kind of stopped over here where this mountain is. And I quickly added on this section over here to the right, which has the steel mill. And then pretty quickly after that, I added on the right side of the layout over here, which is basically, like the engine house, some switching, and there's a diesel shop over here. There's your big boy, Sparky.
I don't hear it.
Got the volume turned down so we don't get drowned out by these trains. They are loud.
Yeah, the wife would come out running. What are you doing now? I did see a question in the chat of, do the flats come with everything to make it light up, or is that separate?
The building flats come with lighting. So the lighting that I use is they are 9 to 12 volts DC current. So you can also use, I have some transformers that we use to power them. Any DC transformer that will work, it's 9 to 12 volts, but they do come with the lighting. I actually got into selling LEDs on their own as well. So I have some sets where you can buy just LEDs.
That'd be good.
Yeah, pretty cool. Here's the new crossing that we put in. That's I saw Randy said $5 a month gets you a character.
Yeah.
So I'll go over into the adjacent room. I'll show everybody the horseshoe curve if you're not familiar with the layout.
Hopefully,
you can see the big boy going up there right now by the city, and it's going to go over that bridge through the mountain. It heads over into the other room. So we'll just follow it over there. And out here, I have a 4-track yard. Oh, the lights are off.
Uh-oh.
Good morning.
No doubt.
So here's this is like the town of Gallitzin with the Gallitzin tunnels and the Tunnel Hill Park over there on the left side. And it's not exactly perfect, but I made do with what I had.
Now, you said your favorite scenes over in this area.
Yeah, I'll show you that scene here in a second. This is the coal mine scene. So there's just a small little 2-yard, 2-track yard there underneath it. Hey, I do have HO scale right
Oh,
there.
you do.
I forgot.
That's awesome. So TSG Multimedia wants to know, how did Nick decide to go 3-rail instead of 2? And why?
Honestly, whenever I started getting into the hobby again, I didn't really know much about 2-scale. So I always had 3-rail when I was younger, and then that's just kind of where it stuck. Here's the UFO scene. Let me, Sparky, give me a second. Let me hit on the lights, because the lights are what are the cool part here.
Sure.
Hang on one second.
And we got Train Freak in here. He says, just signed up to Nick's Patreon. I'm sure my character is going to be a freak.
That's awesome. Thanks, Train Freak.
Isn't 3-rail more popular?
Okay, we got some lights.
Very cool. Another question that came in is 3-rail more popular?
Yeah, Heath, I think 3-rail is definitely more popular, especially seeing that Lionel mainly they build all their trains with built for 3-rail. I don't believe you can really convert Lionel engines to 2-rail, so you'd be out of luck with Lionel. Pretty much, if you did 2-rail, you'd have to stick with MTH and Atlas trains, or there's some others too, like 3rd Rail makes a 2-rail train.
Huh.
But this is that favorite spot I was telling you about. I don't know why, but just the scenery turned out like really cool in this spot. And I just like watching the trains pass right here, and with the rock work behind it.
Does that signal system work?
Yes. So this is actually just an infrared system here.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So that's a Z Stuff signal made by Z Stuff. They sell stuff for HO scale.
That's cool. I think I got one of their railroad crossings I have to install.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of scenes in this room alone.
There's a lot of scenes in here. I turned off my hobo tower. It was humming away over here.
Yeah. There's your horseshoe curve scene.
This is the horseshoe curve over here with the waving flag. That's a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And the American eagle, bald eagle. So it's very Americana right there. So yeah, this room was pretty crazy how fast I put it all together. I was kind of touched by how awesome the horseshoe curve was, and I was like, I have that room over there. I could really do something with it.
Well, what made you do horseshoe curve then?
Just from visiting up at the horseshoe curve in person, and I knew I wanted to put something over in this room. I just wasn't sure what. I thought maybe a big coal mine at first, but as soon as I made some trips up to the horseshoe curve there, I was like, I want to model this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I've been there once, and I want to go back for sure. Just awesome. So
it's really cool.
I didn't know 3-rail is it doesn't require auto reversing circuits for Ys or balloon loops.
No, it does not, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
so
no kidding.
The center rail is your power source, and then the outside rails are the ground. So it's actually very user friendly in that regard.
Very cool. Can you read that?
Yeah, it says I didn't recognize the horseshoe curve without the NS derailment on it. That's funny. Yeah, that has happened.
Yeah, I think I've been in a couple of your live streams where, like you said, you get talking in the other room, you forget, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, where'd all the trains go?
Yeah, you got to really kind of be aware of what's going on, and while you're holding a camera, it can get a little dicey. So I was just kind of showing this funny. There's another funny scene with the hobos, and then you got like cows and lumberjacks up on the mountain there. I'll show you guys another funny one. This is, everybody loves this one. Sorry if I'm moving too quick.
No, you're doing good.
There's the hillbilly wedding scene.
Oh,
The shotgun wedding at the swamp.
The guy with the gun on the left.
Yeah. So that's literally a shotgun wedding.
Would love that guy as a father-in-law.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty. I'll show you the coal mine one more time. I turned the lights on since the last time we looked at it. So it's fun. That's for sure. It's fun to run trains. I enjoy it every time I come down here. Here comes your big boy. We'll catch the big boy one last time here.
All right.
Hey, Ralph, thanks for posting the Patreon link. It's really nice of you. So yeah, this is the Lionel Vision Line big boy. It's pretty amazing engine as well.
I got a little battle in the chat going on. Ralph will post your Patreon link, and then TSG quickly follows up with mine. You guys are great.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just collecting trains, and so I've kind of turned into a into a small business, but I still enjoy really running the trains and modeling and everything. So it's doing a little bit of it all. DB Tech says, "Hey Nick, do you have the little scene with the girls in the bikinis?" Yeah, I do have a bikini girl scene. It's it's over in the other adjacent room there. There's a bikini car wash scene. I'll head back over there.
I just find it funny you found HO scale trains on your layout.
I did find HO scale trains. Here's the Halloween scene that Heath was talking about earlier.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
And that's your flat comes like that with all those lights, or that front one you added?
So yeah, when I sell this one, the one that I showed you a little while ago, I am going to put these lights on it. It's going to have the flickering orange lights and like this black light right here. It's like an ultraviolet light. This one, it won't come with the blinking light. That's something I added here. You can see it's just like so.
Better to order from eBay or your website?
I would say the website for sure, because I do free shipping over $75. And I don't offer that on eBay just because of the seller fees and everything that are associated with eBay.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I would say the website, because it saves you some if you're planning on buying more than one. I saw Michael said we can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a UFO on this layout, or it was just likely a weather balloon.
Yeah.
Here's the somebody asked about the bikini scene, so I'll try to get the camera close to it so you can see a little bit better. Got your bikini car wash scene right there.
Well, which one is you?
None. I'm over here. I'll show you where I'm at. I'm over here with the cars, and I'm right there in the green with my wife and daughter, the three of us.
Right on. Is that supposed to be your car there too?
Yeah, that's actually both of my cars right there.
Oh, wow! Right on. I'll bring you back down to normal. There you go.
Okay, cool. I'll flip the camera around here.
Well, it takes you a second to do.
Yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed the little quick walk around. That was kind of just, there's so much to show here. It's tough.
Oh, for sure. And you got a lot crammed in. Like, how big is your layout then?
The layout is 23 by 20.
That's a good size.
Yeah, and that's including the small yard that was out there in the hallway. It's, I guess if you add in like an extra 2 feet, because this room's 18 feet deep, so that makes it about 20 if you include that.
Wow, very nice.
But yeah, it's been fun.
So if
trying to
you're
get more into reviews and some how-to videos as well. I get a lot of people asking questions about, you know, how you did this, or how you did that. So that's
the newer people coming into the hobby and stuff like that, or they've got the questions, and that's the thing I do like about YouTube, watching the videos and stuff. If you want to do something on your layout, you can probably watch 10 different ways on 10 different videos to do it. So pretty
exactly
cool that way.
Yeah, there's no one true way of doing things. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, whatever your opinion is, whatever suits you best.
And the other thing I like about the live streams is, like, if you have a question or whatever, you can throw it up in the chat, and while we're talking and people are enjoying that, they could have a little side conversation over there trying to fix people's problems or something that way too. So
Yeah,
that's always
exactly.
pretty cool. I like watching that. So with you doing live streams and stuff, and you seem to enjoy doing them because you keep doing them, if somebody was going to start doing a live stream, what would your advice to them be?
I would say, you know, make sure you have a good Wi-Fi connection. First of all, I kind of learned that out the hard way the first few times.
Yes, you did.
You know, you can start out simple. I've been using a microphone. That definitely helps. I'm definitely no expert by any means. So those would be my tips to start out with, and just have fun.
Yeah, having fun's a big part. And I don't think any of us really are the experts. Like, TSG Multimedia's got some good advice every once in a while on lighting and cameras and stuff, but that's what he does for a living too, right? So he's pretty good. But for the most part, like you said, it's just sit back, have fun, and enjoy. And I know, being a first live stream, it was very intimidating for me even to turn it on. You're showing your face first off. That's very hard for a lot of people to do. So
yeah, I was a little camera shy for a while there when I first started YouTube. So I really didn't show myself a whole lot. just the trains.
So we pretty much took up the hour with that. Anything else that you think people should know about Nick in the Pittsburgh Train Fanatic?
I would say anything else you want to know would be, if you do watch the live streams, there's going to be some giveaways. I have done giveaways in the past, so I'll try to continue doing those in the future.
What are you giving away, like locomotives and stuff?
Yeah, the big boy.
Up.
I am planning on giving away a train set whenever I get to 10,000 subs, which I'm pretty close to that point now. And then just having some other things too, like building flats and you know, maybe a coupon or something, or a gift certificate to somewhere. But that's pretty much what you could expect from me in the near future. And
that's cool, giving away some of your flats in your live streams. It kind of introduces people to your flats too.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, like you said, you did give me some show away type thing, and they are amazing to actually put them on your layout and hold back. Like the O scale one it's big, I'll give it that, but it really does look good sitting up against the wall type thing. So
yeah, I mean, there's other flats you could scratch build yourself for sure. It may cost you more money. These are already done for you, and they're real images of real buildings, so it doesn't get much more detailed than that.
Are we working on a car plant yet?
I'll work on the car plant for you, Sparky. Auto plant.
Yeah. So we got good stream. Press the like with the hammer, HO hammer. You guys can use the O scale hammer, I guess, or O gauge. I don't know. I give up.
I'm an N scaler too, so technically.
Oh, yeah. And an HO scaler. We just saw that.
we did see a little bit of it there.
Yeah, so that is really cool. Someone post this guy's YouTube channel link, please. So I do have some mods in the chat that they could do that for us. I thought he
I appreciate
that
it.
up.
Honestly, and I appreciate it so much being on the show. It was fun.
And I'm sorry, I just had to block somebody there. Got that one real quick. No, I appreciate you coming on too. Like I said, last week was GFW trains, and they were O scale too. And like I said, I've been following your channel for a long time, and the progress is amazing. A layout's never done, despite what you said earlier. So
right, exactly.
Always changing things and stuff, and it is nice just to watch some of your locomotives and stuff. One of the biggest things I am fascinated with is the steam locomotives being so big, and their turn radiuses and stuff still look pretty tight to me. So
they are, yeah, for sure. Yeah, 72 inches. That's pretty tight for a 30-inch locomotive.
yeah, for sure.
Another thing
a couple people saw the troll I saw. So.
I was going to mention that another thing I'm planning to do in the future, obviously, is building other layouts. So that, like the N scale layout, and I have some other ideas, maybe to do like a small O gauge layout and do like start to finish, and just make videos on something maybe a little more small and affordable for beginners. Should be kind of cool.
This might be kind of a silly question, maybe. I'm not sure, but can you run O scale or O gauge outside?
You can, yeah, you can. I mean, obviously, it's not weatherproof, so you want to do it in dry conditions. Thank you, Ron, for posting the link to my channel. Also, ideally, if you ran a track outside, you want to use Atlas's nickel rails because they're rust proof.
Okay.
And actually, I did that for a short amount of time. I had a little O scale garden loop running through the by my pond.
Nice.
So yeah, you can definitely. There's some YouTube channels on YouTube that have a lot of O gauge and O scale trains running outside, big massive ones too.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So Nick, can you produce more modern flats in N scale? I'll just kind of rephrase that question for Chris Mitchell: is do you take requests for doing your flats?
I absolutely do take requests.
Okay, so how would somebody do that then?
They can email me at PGHTrainFanatic@yahoo.com for any special requests. I've done many different custom builds for people with different names on buildings if they want to change the name. Just a simple edit. Yeah, it's I can do that for sure.
What's your most popular flat then?
The most popular right now is probably the gun shop, the Freedom Firearms. Yeah, that thing's really popular. and what that funniest thing is from it stemmed from somebody contacting me and asking, "Hey, do you have a gun shop?" And I was like, I will here shortly. I'll make you one.
Really? Yeah, cool.
So yeah.
Okay, so I didn't see too many questions floating through. I think we got most of them. So a lot of people love your channel and love your layout. So good chat about your flats. So that's good.
Yeah.
Must be a busy guy with those.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty busy, especially when I expanded into all the scale lists. I was doing primarily O scale before, and I thought, well, let's see what happens when I try out different scales, and it's been good for sure.
Yeah, that's just a matter of changing the scale on your computer before you print it off, isn't it?
That's pretty much it.
Or don't answer that; it's a trade secret.
There's no secrets to it. It's just a matter of doing the work, and I've kind of perfected it for a while now.
Yeah, like you said, you've been doing it for a while, so.
DB Tech asked if I've done a flat of Carson Street. No, I haven't done a flat of Carson Street. I've done a flat of Bourbon Street in New Orleans. That was pretty cool. Georgia Sunbelt. You'll be ordering one soon. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate
Is
it.
that the gun shop there, Georgia Sunbelt?
The gun shop, yeah. The gun shop's popular. There is a gentleman's club as well. That's been pretty popular.
Hey, PG channel. All right. Well, that's pretty much what I had for you. So,
For Manny Brothers, yeah, that'd be awesome. That's a
no
Pittsburgh
doubt.
favorite right there.
Yeah, it'd be a favorite in a lot of places. Gun shop at HO for me as well. So you better get printing off a couple more of those, I guess.
Yeah,
And Nick, will you be running the loco that's on fire around Horseshoe Curve?
the loco that's on fire?
I'm not sure. Is there actually a real one right now that's on fire somewhere?
Oh, I do have the flame-fronted Norfolk Southern Dash 9.
Oh, maybe that's what it means.
Maybe that's what he means. I have that. I do have a video of that posted up running around the curve.
Cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I had for you. And I guess that's pretty much what everybody else had for you, too. So thanks for being on. That was, like I said, pretty cool to kind of see it and watch that big boy go around you a couple times. It kind of distracted me sometimes. So
it's always a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah, for sure it would be. Yeah, so that is that. So like I said, Hot Rod Rodney did a video earlier today. He will be back tomorrow doing live streams tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully everybody can pop over there. We got 68 in the chat now. And that'd be great if a lot of us got over there and said welcome back to him. I know he's going through a bit of a up and down time in life for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, but I'm kind of glad he got that straightened out for the most part and coming back to do live streams. So that's awesome. So, and good layout, Nick. Keep working on that layout.
Thank you. Like I said, I can't see the chats. I'll check them out later, but I'm sure I'll be thanking everybody later on. So I appreciate all the comments.
Great show, Sparky and Nick. Thanks for hanging out with Sparky, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Nick. Yep. Pretty much everybody's seeing it. A lot of people are liking the Horseshoe Curve, too. So.
Yeah, that's a fan favorite.
Yeah, it's like the Bermuda Triangle of railroading.
It is, yeah, for sure.
That's good. So, Vinny, BNSF 6951, guys. That's Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And check out his show. He'll be doing another live Meet the Live Streamer, I believe. Haven't heard from him all week, actually. So, oh, yeah, he's been busy because him and Katirman 68 were hanging out this week together. So, and one last thing, the video was clear and the whole time it worked. Thanks, John. That's good. It had lots of practice last night, 4 hours and 15-minute live stream. Jeepers. So, Michael McCarville, if you're still in here, say a couple of things in the chat so people can maybe copy and paste your name. If not, well, that's who's going to be live right after I shut mine off tonight, guys. And or Heath, if you got his channel, he can throw it up. Anybody, if you got his channel, throw it up. There he is, Michael McCarville. Ready when you go dark. So Michael's ready to go, guys. He does quite a bit of scratch builds and stuff too. Pretty cool channel. I usually end up missing it because I'm usually out here cleaning up and stuff like that. But tonight I didn't have any trains running. So I should be able to jump over there in about 10, 15 minutes, Michael. Should be kind of cool. Hang out with you. And like I said, that's pretty much it. Like I said, check out Hot Rod Rodney tomorrow night, guys. And Nick, Pittsburgh Train Fanatic. Check out his live stream Sunday, 3 p.m. Oh, not this week. Most Sundays.
Most Sundays. Just not this one.
So, but maybe he'll post a little premiere video or something, letting us know what's going on. So,
for sure.
All right. That's it. Thanks for hanging out with me, bud. It's been awesome.
Sure. Thanks, Sparky. Appreciate it.
See you whenever you do the next one.
you the man.
Thanks. All right. Good night, guys.
All right.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thanks.